Hello, ladies, gents, non-binary people. Romie Mojo here. Please like, comment, subscribe. Road to 9,000 subscribers. So help me out by subscribing if you're new. Diana. Diana. Woo! The MVP of this episode, and don't let anyone tell you any different. The true MVP of this episode. I'm not here to go and do a real recap. I'm not here to do a real review. I'm here to just talk about some of the mess. Get in, get out. I'm done. Dinner table. Let's just jump to the dinner table. At the dinner table, when everyone is already over everyone else and we're trying to play cute. Oh, we went to Coney Island and this and that. How nice, how cute. Yes, Coney Island is fun. Coney Island is cute, but that's not what we're here about. We're here about where were you at the game, Diana? Because I know you didn't go. How I know? Because you've been sleeping with Tariq. I'm like, Mo, whoa, why would you? Here. This is in no particular order. Diana at one point talking about how Kane sugared the Coke so that he would become the new supplier. And of course, Lorenzo being like, really? You're going against the family by doing something like that. Kane feeling like, hello, that's a boss move. Because you weren't giving me my things, I'm going to have to go and take them. So then you know what that means? I'm not going to play by your rules. And you're going to be mad at that. I'm going to get scolded because of that. Stop worrying about me. Worry about the fact that Drew is still sleeping around with Elliot. How? Sleeping around with Elliot? You didn't kill him yet? And then Drew, a mess. A mess. And it just went downhill from there. This happening while Zeke is there is priceless, because we've all joked about how Zeke just seems too like old for the character. Zeke seems a little off. Some would even say slow. I know that's disrespectful. We want to respect people. But, you know, Zeke is just feels like he's missing a couple of screws loose. So when we find out, not only does Diana say, enough with it, mommy. Here's what's really going on. You decided to go and get your little exit plan, aka Zeke, and get out of this game, get out of this life. I had to do my own investigating, and here's what I came up with. Not only are you sleeping with someone else, because of course she got called out for that. So it's like, Mom, you sleeping with someone else, and his name's Dante, and who's Dante? Okay, we haven't put in the correlation of Mecca yet, but who's Dante? Zeke's daddy. Zeke's daddy. Well, and what does that matter? Because Zeke, that is not your auntie. That's your mother. And I tell you, I was like, is she going to come out of this alive? Is she going to be clipped by her mom? Because there is no way that she is making this out alive by doing something so iconic, so legendary. So I was like, Diana, this woman's gonna. And of course, when they lunged at her, Kane stopped her. So then it was like, Zeke, you're 23, not 19. I was like, oh my God, this makes Zeke seem even dumber. This makes Zeke seem even dumber. And that was the best part, because here goes Zeke living his best Zeke life and saying, oh, but wait a minute. If I'm 23, then the NBA organization is going to say that, oh, I was lying about my age and I'm going to be kicked out. I'm going to stop playing ball. Hello? Your auntie that you thought was your auntie who was looking out for you always is actually your mother. You just heard that your, now you know, brother was going to go and kill one of your teammates because he's sleeping with him? Because you didn't know that? I'm like, wow. Some people are just You know what? Let's be nice. Let's be nice. Let's try to be nice. So then when Lorenzo kicked Monet out, I just thought to myself, okay, so what's the game plan? Is she gonna go and try to run to uh, Dante, and is Dante gonna be like, oh, you had your chance, but now you said you didn't want me and all this, and now I know we're playing games. Sidebar: that whole plan to go and get Dante's assets, that was genius. From the power outage to Effie and Brayden and them went to go at, well, as well as Drew was there, because Drew, he wanted to kill the GTG leader dude, and I'm thinking, go for it, go for it, go for it. So why did they have Effie in that schoolgirl outfit? I'm like, what wig is this on her head? She looked too good to be putting something like that on her head. Anyway, but now once that happened, I was just laughing at Brayden being that, oh, you messing up my Twitch and me making this money off of Fortnite. I know. I'm thinking, I'm like, why is this actually realistic? Them go in, and I felt bad for Chef because I liked Chef. Chef was about his business. Chef always seemed kind of irritated with everyone. That's my type of person. That's my type of character on these shows. So for Chef to kind of be barked at by Dante the entire episode, it made me look at this like, okay, where did this dissension come from? Now, yes, Chef has always kind of gave off the energy of, oh, I really don't want to be here. But this episode, it just felt like we were missing something. So once Drew was about to go and kill GTG dude, I'm like, why are you taking so long to shoot this man? What are you doing? So then they start fighting. He hits him with his right hand, and the right hand is still injured. I'm like, oh my god, if you lose this, Drew, and you die, you deserve. But no. He was so pissed, he choked the man out. I was like, Drew? Drew? And then I guess threw his body in the trash. I'm thinking, so what happened to the body? Who took care of the body? What happens when the body's found out? Are they going to try and bring it back on to Dante? I was so confused about that part. But when everything was said and done, and the GTG people took out Dante's crew, got the drugs back, and again, this is just based off what Dante's supposed to think. We know that's not what happened, but it's supposed to think it's all GTG just doing this stuff. And so then when Dante takes his revenge, it should be called Dante's Revenge. I was like, oh, I'm like, that's Mecha right now. That's not Dante. That's Mecha right now. So then Mecha, once everything was said and done, came back home with Kanan and Chef, because mind you, Drew was in there earlier, and I'm thinking, Drew, you better go and take some of these guns, with some of these weapons. And then I thought to myself, no, they're gonna know that. They're gonna realize that, even though there's a part of me was like, take the guns, take the weapons. What are you doing? Thank God Kanan ran in there. He ran in there. Like, what? And once it was all said and done, Mecha, Chef. I'm thinking, huh? It's like, oh yeah, Chef was the mole, even though he was looking at Kane the whole time. So that was the warning of Kane. I got your number. And you don't know this, but the only reason why your blood is still alive is because your mother. That's the only reason why. And we know that's true, because Dante, he's clipping off everyone. And he's pissed, because once they find out they took the ring, once they find out they took the ring, mind you, all of this was so that everyone could get money to pay Davis, so that Tariq could go and pay for his lawyer fees, so that Monet and Kane could pay for their lawyer stuff, so that everyone is clear and good. So now we can speak about the lawyer stuff. Now we can speak about how Tariq convinced that annoying professor to go and take the stand. First off, the annoying professor got tipped off by the other lawyer from Sachs that, oh, Tariq heard the audio recording. What audio recording? You already know, the audio recording of Lauren getting Tariq to admit that the annoying male professors Book novel was based not on Braden, but at the bare minimum, at least a black student. I'm like, Lauren. I'm glad that at least Tariq was informed that, look, Lauren wasn't just snitching on you to snitch. She did because she really thought she didn't have any other choice. She really is a good girl, so she is not about this life at all, which means that we can't associate with Lauren anymore. Lauren's gonna have to go because Lauren's a liability. Lauren is a liability, and then Lauren was taken to witness protection program, so we didn't really see her for the rest of the day after we saw her talking to a lawyer with her parents and she couldn't get out of it. So then I'm glad that Tariq got the other annoying professor, and I'm not calling her by name because that's how much she irked me, to take the stand. That was beautiful what we saw. That was beautiful what we saw. We saw Davis dress her down in front of everyone, dress her down so much. I was like, this is art. This is art. This is art. This is art. Oh, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. So here she's thinking that she's just gonna go and admit to the fact that she uh, was also knew about the book and in its correlation to Tariq St. Patrick, and that it had to have been about him. What happens instead is they brought out all her dirt. Davis was like, you slept with me, you slept with a student, which means that your butt shouldn't even be employed at the college you currently work at. You also slept with hers, and him, Three's Company too. You are a liability. You slept with the deceased person that right now my client is being charged as killing. Why wouldn't, if you're such a liar and your moral compass points, why wouldn't you lie about knowing and hearing this information and gathering this information that, oh, the stuff in the novel was about Tariq? I said, Davis, this is why you can command your own rate. When you are this good, when you are this good, that's how you command your own rate. It's like, oh my god, this is amazing. This is amazing. Oh, woof. Ooh, get her, get her, get her, get her, get her. So then once it's said and done, because I'm not concerned about what else happened in the episode, we have Monet. Monet show up at annoying Professor Number Two's house and convinces her that, you know what? As long as you're around, Zeke will always have another place to call home and come to. So I'm going to need to do something about that. Next thing we know, Zeke enters. Carrie, Carrie. And all we see is Professor Milgram's feet slightly dangling. It commires that she committed the, you know, to the sun, to the looks like she might have herself. But we know Monet's all over that. And am I happy? Yes. I'm not happy that we lost Chef. I'm not happy. I am happy that we lost the annoying social media GTG dude. But I am happy that Carrie is gone. Hallelujah. And this will look like under the pressure of the court case and her life falling apart, she had no way out. This could be clean. This could get messy. It's Power, so you know it's always going to be some type of mess. I just feel like we were robbed. We were robbed out of seeing it. I'm sick. Anyway, please like, comment, subscribe. Road to 9,000. Still chugging ahead. And come back next week because I'll do the rest of this season, just a couple more episodes. And then Tommy. I might have to stick around for Tommy because I also react to Euphoria now. So do rants of Euphoria. All right. Peace.